Did you feel like because you were the oldest, did you feel that, because I'm an older sibling, and as the oldest sibling, there's different kind of pressures, and not just in terms of personally, professionally also, like you felt like, I have to set an example, or I want to be that inspiration, or I want to settle them, or whatever. I mean, different things are there.
Definitely. And my parents always used to say, you're the eldest, you have 3 younger sisters. They are all the time observing you, following you, and whatever you will choose to do in life, there will be consequences.
Yeah.
And मतलब इतना seriously मुझे ये बात ना घर कर गई.
I also had
and I
like
felt
stuff
that.
like that.
Yeah, you felt that? Yeah, I felt
Yeah,
that.
man, हम लोग तो 2 ही थे. But it was just, I just feel that as the oldest sibling, you fight different battles than the younger sibling.
Also because we chose very different careers, and those careers were not considered as careers that time. You're like, hobby है, ठीक है, कर लो. बाद में, मतलब eventually goal was, for me, my relatives always told me, eventually तुम्हारी शादी होनी है, that's the biggest goal.
Yeah.
But I realized over time that okay, that is one of the things that will happen to me.
It's not
that
your
is
only
not the
identity.
only thing that will happen. And
I also want to just understand, because again that's also commonality, हम लोग सिर्फ daughters थे घर में. और I remember मेरे dad के साथ, like people used to be like, आपका बेटा नहीं है. That I'm sure अगर 4 बेटियां होती है, कोई ना कोई, there must be, how was it growing up in a house full of girls, for you and for your parents as well, because 30 years ago, 35 years ago, it was different times
it was
than
very
today.
different. It was very different. And being in Delhi and big families, I come from, my parents, my father's side is huge, 7, 8 brothers, sisters.
Oh,
my mother's side is also big, 5 brothers and sisters, unke bache. So every time the importance of having a male child was there.
Was there 100%.
Was there when we were growing up. And that time it was considered that एक बेटा हो जाए तो at least somebody is there to look after your parents.
My dad used to get pity looks. मुझे ऐसे like ऐसे होता था, अरे नहीं है आपका बेटा, and my dad said, but I'm fine. Like, I'm fine with both my daughters.
Yeah, same. And 4, मतलब, and my dadi was like, अरे एक और कर लो, अरे एक और. My mom was like, after 2, okay, next will be the, the third daughter
will be the,
जब शक्ति हो रही थी कि अभी 3 are enough. Now times have changed. अभी हम 5 और 7 बच्चे नहीं कर सकते. So but then दादी kept saying, नहीं एक last और try कर लो, क्या पता बेटा आ जाए. Like that time it was important for them, for the grandparents to have a boy in the family. But nahi hua. And then lot of people were upset, and they were like, destiny ही इनकी खराब है, इनको 4 बेटियां हो गई अब. So उस time पे ये सब का thought था, and that I think used to really pain me a lot. It used to really hurt me कि what is my fault if I am a girl, and why are you making this a standard कि girls are lesser than boys. ये मुझे बचपन से ही ना बहुत ज़्यादा चुभती थी ये बात. And I'm like, this cannot be right.
Did that motivate you to like
absolutely
achieve? It motivated me for sure.
For sure. And I felt in so many areas, मतलब जहाँ पर भी हम साथ में हैं, I was better than boys. In many things. In many things in life generally. I mean, I was in a girls' college, girls' school. तो तब तक तो नहीं पता था, but वहाँ पर भी at least उन girls से भी मुझे better होता. Like I always felt that. It was important. But every time I saw boys, I'm like, ये क्या अच्छा कर रहे हैं? इससे अच्छा तो मैं अपने parents का ध्यान रखूँगी. ये तो कभी नहीं रखेगा. मुझे ऐसी feeling आती थी. When I used to see a lot of boys.
But that's true also in many examples that you see around ourselves.
And today we take care of our parents. उसमें क्या है? Till my last breath, I'll take care of my parents.
Of course.
Why not? I mean, they are my parents. They've raised us. They've raised 4 daughters with this thought that you're not any lesser. And those parents have to be celebrated, because they did not have social media that time. They had a lot of societal
and they didn't have the
pressure.
exposure that we have today.
They had a lot of pressure from around. So for them to rise up at that occasion, I think that decision that time, 35 years ago, has shaped us and
100%. It's so always the family has to be supportive in any people, men or women or young girls or young boys. The family is a very key role, and I feel like the parents don't get enough, but especially as girl child's parents, because they have to be very ahead of their times to let and encourage their children and their girls to take paths that are unconventional, to take paths that are out of the box.
And I won a reality show. तो उतना वो डरे हुए थे that I'm going to Mumbai for the first time, and I was hardly like 23.
Yeah.
So and when you're a musician, you're jamming with different kind of people, new people, old people. Age group also is different. They are from different walks of life. Some have different preferences, and you know, in terms of influences musically. My mother told me, never be scared of anybody, and if anybody is trying to make you feel, you know, like intimidated or something, just shout. shout कर देना उनके मुंह पे. So that is very important to teach girls who are living in Delhi. जो college जा रही हैं उनको तो सिखाना ही चाहिए, especially Delhi में.
Yeah, Delhi is
कि
also.
कोई अगर ज़्यादा वो है, and I have experienced all kind of those bus
People.
में travel, auto में travel, people following till your house, cars and all. वो सब देख के और मुझे गुस्सा आता था, but मुझे लगता था I'll just use it in the right way. I'll just show them what your boys are just doing this, these girls are doing, making a career and take care of their parents.
And taking care of their
वो
parents.
मेरे को लगता था वो गुस्सा मैंने सही जगह पे use करना है.
Yeah, 100%.
And I'll tell you, my sisters also, हम लोग letters लिखते थे एक दूसरे को. We were in boarding, so that time phones वगैरह नहीं थे. So I used to write them letters.